What's going on, everybody, and welcome back to the channel. In today's video, we're going to be recapping two trades that took today and yesterday. They were a huge winner both on NQ, and yes, today was on yes, yesterday was on Q. My hair is looking a little crazy. I've been back from Europe the last week and a half or so I'm getting back into it. But let me tell you guys, August has been a fucking amazing month. August has been so good. Everybody's killing it. People are literally sending messages or drinking while just following the trades, which again, I don't condone, but it just shows you people can be, what do you call it, inebriated, under the influence, whatever it is, following and making a ton of money, because all these trades I take are always live traded, live executed into the group where you can find the link to down below, code 39, that's the number 39 at checkout. If you want to come and learn from the best trader essentially on this app, I think I'm by far the best and there's very little competition. So we're going to be talking about NQ first. That was the trade that we took yesterday. And then I'll jump over on yes, make sure I'm recording this pretty much all correct. So here you go. So this was yesterday, and then we'll give a little preview of the next trade. So we were looking for sales here on NQ. So I'm going to go on two time frames right here. First, we got to start off with everything. Let me make this a little better. Hold on. A little bit right there. So let's first go over the larger time frame and my analysis on the larger time frames, because that was very key on both the trades that I took. I'll make myself a little bit smaller so you can see the chart a little bit better. These are here for me, but also the trades, right? So where's the trades? There you go. So first NQ, and then we'll talk about yes. Or I guess they kind of go hand in hand. Oh, they're both NQ. What the hell happened? I'll have yes on the right. All right, yes. Excuse all the mess. So what we're learning here, we have to look at little drawings. On yes and Q is, what do you see? Tell me if you see this. Going down below, it's a large divergence, right, off this high. This is also a 4-hour gap that NQ kept rejecting. So now I got the same gap on yes, right? And you can see it was resistance. Then broke above, and now it's held as a support. But it's also a bearish divergence, which means the one index was able to break in above that high slash gap. In this case, the other one failed, right? And Q failed, yes didn't, which means more likely we were going to go a little bit more down before going up. Now, my guess is we're going to go down here and then bounce off of this low, which we just did today. That's why I was short, bounce again, fill this, and then go higher. That's my guess, right? Again, I'm not 100% confirmed it's going to happen, but it's more than likely what I expect to happen. So that's kind of my bias going into the week, because remember, 2 days ago Sunday, then Monday, and then today. So as you guys can see, this was the opening of the Friday into Sunday night, and that was kind of what we saw, just a sideways price action on the hourly time frame. I zoom in again. I'm using both indices at the same time. If you look at where the 9 a.m. New York open was, look at the difference. NQ all the way down here opened up. Yes, trying to make a new high again, smaller time frame divergence, and now I'm zooming in on the smaller time frame to find entries, right? So I'm seeing a bearish divergence on the larger time frame. Now I'm seeing on the lower time frame. Guess what? More than likely, I gotta look for a bearish setup on the smaller time frame, and that's exactly what the hell I did on Monday. So what we looked for was rejecting this halfway point of this range right here from the high to the low, as well as ES that same time, took out all these highs and then quickly closed back below it. So this told me, hey, and Q cannot even push. ES just fell the new high and failed and closed back under it. Let me look for shorts. Now I was looking for these lows to get close under. As soon as the candle closed under, I took a short to confirm that we lost the support area. The only support area from the pre-market, as you guys can see, was right here. Pretty much the same thing with yes, with a stop loss above. It was about I believe it was a 1 minute fair value gap right above this. So this was the trade looking for this low right here, 95.34, and exactly what we got. Of course, I took some profits here, took some profits there. But again, look for the 19.534 low, and eventually looking for the 19.449 low, which was, again, this was equal lows from Monday the 19th, and that was the low from Friday the 16th. If we go back to the daily, this also lines up to the daily area that I think we're going to hit, was whenever you have, it was the low previously to all this imbalances. So once I said this, if we close the red candle into this, under this low, this will get flushed very quickly, but buyers should be here to try to defend, because there's nothing here. These are all buying orders that were very pushed to the upside. Price will tend to retrace this really fast if it jumps into, so the last line of defense will be that low, which again, I did not, it was happened today. We took that today, and then we'll see why that was important. So we got max TP, using larger time frames and moving them to the smaller time frame, finding divergence with yes, both on the larger time frame and on the smaller time frame. That was yesterday's trade. Now today's trade was a little bit different. We found longs on yes, right? Found longs on yes. Again, and Q was was the weaker one, as we can see from the daily. We saw on the daily. So ES was the stronger one. So if I want to go short, I'm shorting in Q, right? Because it's weaker on the daily. If I want to long, I want to long yes. And I've explained this before. People are like, hey, well, how do you know to choose to trade in Q when you choose yes? I want to stick to, if I'm bullish, I want to stick to one that's still extra bullish, while the one that's bearish, I want to stick to that whenever I find a bearish setup. Now here we find a setup for both, but we do take yes. So remember that 449 low that I said? Well, guess what? Market opened at the right before that 950 macro, pushed into it and then reversed out of it. At the same time, ES, wait the GP move. The whole move higher. This is the GP, 940 right there, 940 right here, and Q makes a new low at 950. ES does not make a new low at 950, and then we built in fair value gap. So price quickly, with that new low they made, it created a bullish divergence. Now we're turning bullish because we're at two bullish key levels, both in Q and ES. We're turning bullish, and we're looking for bullish setups on the smaller time frame, because the larger time frames are telling us more than likely a bounce is going to happen here before we do go lower and overall. So again, we got bullish divergence right there, built up between this and here. And then we built this 5-minute inverted fair value gap. I got in before the inverted because I saw the writing on the wall. But in Q, I said, hey, if you're entering Q, wait for this candle to close. It closed, and then we mooned. Here we enter roughly 5619, looking to target a couple levels. Our main level is 5645. So right here, there's the key level. These equal highs. So I saw the pre-market had built a ton of equal highs. And what does the market love to do before going the right direction? It likes to manipulate. So manipulate by aiming for equal highs, tap into a larger time frame fair value gap. This is going to be a 4-hour fair value gap as well as a 1-hour fair value gap. Tapped right into the halfway point. And I told people, when you're looking at short today, the short might happen today, but you first have to wait for us to come up here and do something like this, and then you look for a short into this area. And that's exactly what we got. Same with the in Q. What did we do? We tapped into those equal highs that were built in a larger time frame for value gap. Now prices should be going down, and you can come and check on this later. It's like clockwork. This is the enigma into the markets. It's not anything ICT teaches you. It's not ICT. It's me telling you exactly where the market is going to go, and you listening to it, taking notes, and seeing why. This is perfectly also a wick-off manipulation on the larger time frame on ES as well. Anything that would, when people talk about market maker buy models, market maker sell models, it's simply just wick-off, and wick-off also invented turtle soups and anything like that. Again, if we talk about turtle soups, this was on ES was a turtle soup down here, turtle soup up there that you could have traded, which is essentially all I trade, but a definition of turtle soup. I just don't call it turtle soup because it's not fucking real. No, it was invented in the 80s, not by ICT with some funny names. Anyway, minus the rant. Your target should more often than not be equal highs or equal lows if they're going to be in your trade. So make sure you're keeping an eye on it. Of course, you take profits before. Right here, for example, we had the previous day close. As you can see, it was a resistance point. And also we had 10 a.m. news, so we did take some profits there because, we do want to play it safe, right? So make sure that you are trailing your stops and giving your trade some room to run. A lot of times people, the mistake that I see them make is they had this great trade plan, but then they cut it all on the first red candle they see. Here, like, look at this. I even told the chat, like, we built a 5-minute fair value gap here still. When we look at this is a small 5-minute fair value gap right here, and as long as you're holding over that on yes, you see in Q how strong it is, and also holding this high. Look at this, the previous high, right? you're holding that, the candles are closing above it, there's no reason cutting this early. If anything, you should be adding into this position if it does back into it, because it's a low risk and you still have your target to the long side that you're looking for. And adding to winners is always a winning strategy. Look at that, me rhyming. And then again, price consolidated for a while. That's what price tends to do. It'll build up and then it will push towards the right direction. Then, price took us all the way to the highs, tapped right into that middle point of that Fibonacci gap, just like I called, to the T, essentially, and came back down. And now you're going to see it make new lows soon. You're going to see price go to 5,600 on ES more than likely. And again, in Q, we shall see if it flushes that very fast. If you like this video, if you want to learn more about the stock market, crypto market, leave a like, subscribe, share with your friends, help your boy grow. We're almost at 10,000 followers. And if you want to learn with me, guys, just go to the link down below. You'll be there. As always, peace out.